My fellow Decepticons, it is I, Starscream, your leader, and I am back today with another video, and today we are taking a look at Legacy Blitzwing, the, I think the first leader class I'm reviewing for this channel, which is pretty nice if I do have to say so myself, and my only triple changer. I'll change that eventually, but that's not the point. The point is we're taking a look at Blitzwing here today. So, without further ado, I don't got much else to say, other than let's get into it. Starting off with the paint and the detail on this guy, just to take his accessories off. I want to start by pointing out that I really like his head. I think this is probably one of the best head sculpts a Blitzwing figure, Hashtag Blitzwing has ever had. It's just so perfect. The yellows, the yellow, silver, and the reds all come together to make an amazing looking head sculpt. And that's a very Blitzwing expression. And I kind of just, I feel like that fits him. Looking at these shoulders, you can see all the beige color with the nice purples. It's just is his arms. Nice purple paint right there for that stripe. Same with the other arm. On his chest, you get more of that nice yellow with some silver and red paint on his chest, and some more details as you go down. Some silver red on here. Doesn't go all the way around on both sides, but it looks good from this front. Some silver on the skirts. Some really overly detailed front legs, in my opinion. Like every other part of his legs, I feel like has a nice amount of like just added details. I don't understand why they went so hard on this part of the legs, because it's like no other part of the leg really has all of that, and neither does the rest of the figure. I end up not noticing it very much, but it's something weird, I feel like. And on the legs, just more panel lines and details, some paint that shows up more in alt mode, nice silver Decepticon insignias on his legs, which yeah, I've broken up a bit, but whatever. And then you get these tail fins, I think, on his feet. They're nice and silver. So I'd say the paint on this guy is actually really nice. And suppose I could talk about the backpack. Yeah, it's pretty big. Like, this is a bigger backpack than like 86 Primes, I feel. Just with more, it just has a lot more mass. But I feel like it's not that bad. Although you could technically, drill the whole backpack out. If you take out that pin, you could theoretically just remove the whole backpack, which yeah, it's a bit annoying, but I think it's fine. It doesn't bug me too much. And most of the stuff with the backpack will just come into play later into the alt mode, specifically with the tank, but we're not there yet. So let's go over his posability, shall we? Starting off, he's got a very nice ball joint at the neck with some huge up, a little bit of down. So okay, it's a pretty good tilt actually, and a full 360, goes all the way around in both directions. Shoulders, you gotta move this out of the way. They can't go forwards. They cannot go back at all because of the shoulder. They cannot go back at all because of the shoulder thing. Not at all, not a lick back. Just absolutely nothing. Yeah, I find that to be really annoying, but it doesn't bug me too much. Arms can go in and out. Elbows bend. You have a stopper right there, but that's a bit annoying. But it's not that hard to bring out. Rotation, wrist rotation, and whatever this is called. Transformation joint, Narcissa wrists, I guess. Waist rotation, goes all the way around and is unimpeded by the backpack and stuff. Very nice. The legs kick forward that far, back that far. Which, yeah, it's not a lot of back, like, at all. But, yeah, it's pretty annoying how there's almost no back on the leg and no back on the arms. Knees can bend maybe 110, I want to say. Thighs rotate. You get a heel down and a toe down, technically. And a very, very nice rocker, or ankle pivot, I suppose. So, I don't know, pretty solid articulation. But aside from those two spots on the arms and legs, he's pretty good at posing. Like, he can do pretty much anything you want him to, really. You can even get him into a flying pose, you know, just kind of, if you catch my drift. Now let's take a second to talk about the accessory. Starting off with his very nice sword, which, yeah, it's rubber. But after all of the different kinds of things I've collected, rubber accessories don't really bug me. And it's very nicely painted too, with this really nice silver that is just the same as everything else that's silver on them. He comes with two of these guns, one of which is currently being used by Studio Series 102 Optimus Prime, but they're both the same thing. There's no differences. Yeah, it's pretty hollow, but because it's so dark, the purple, it kind of just ends up fading away, which, yeah, that doesn't bug me. Then you get the controversial accessories, these two hand things, which, yeah, in my opinion, they're really stupid. Like, not only do they literally not do anything, but they just don't really stick in very well if you put them in like this. Actually, I think it's this one for this hand. Like, what even is this? This is literally nothing. I like to just have it be in like this. If I'm ever using this thing, which I don't know why I would, I'll just have it like this. Which I don't know, does that look a bit more natural? And I think it looks better. It stays in a bit better too. These are blast effect compatible. I still don't know why you would ever use these. I guess they're nicely painted, seeing as how they're entirely red plastic with these purple parts being painted. I don't know. I don't like them. They're very bad. Something I do want to mention, actually, before I move on, is that I actually really, really like this color, purple that they use on Blitzwing. Which, I mean, yeah, it's pretty dark, but it's not, like, that bad. I find darker colors to be more satisfying to look at anyways. But I must admit, the Dramatic Capture Series Blitzwing looks really good. I kind of want it. But whatever, it's fine. Oh, and if you notice, mine is broken on this wing. Took a bit of a tumble. It's unfortunate, but this is a really minor breakage. If it was an arm or something, that would have been really bad, but it's alright. Nothing terrible. So real quick, let's do some size comparisons. Here is Earthrise Starscream. Here's Earthrise Starscream. And here is 86 Optimus Prime. Which, I mean, for a leader, he's only like a hair taller than Starscream. But I feel like this is kind of a correct scale. I feel like Blitzwing should be a tad taller. But I think this works. This doesn't bug me at all. And yeah. So I suppose now it's time to talk about the transformations. Now, the transformations I actually do really enjoy on this guy. So let's start with the better of the two alt modes, in my opinion at least, the tank. You're going to want to start by unplugging the backpack and bringing it all down here. Then you're going to want to fold the hands in, like so. Snap the arms, like that. bring this part up and do that. Do the same on the other side, just like so. Just like so. There you go. Then you're going to want to fold down this piece, flip the head over, lock it into place like that. Then you're going to want to fold down the feet like that. Same on the other side. Be careful, there are these tabs right here on the feet, so you're going to have to move the tail fins out of the way. Fold out the wings from his legs. They just stop. They just sort of unfold, which I find to be really satisfying. Then you're gonna want to snap the leg up to there like that, because there are some pegs. That is not a good angle. There are some pegs on the legs. Let's snap into there like that. I'm gonna do the same thing over on this side. Then you're gonna want to fold the wings back around. Same on the other side. Just like so. And then you're gonna snap the legs together. Just like that. Then fold the tail fins up. Then you're going to want to lay down the backpack, kind of like that. There's some tabs back here we're going to want to clip the tank into. Right here, that's where they go. You're going to want to lift the tank, fold it around like so. And then there are some tabs on the arm right there, right there, that right there. That, if you can get back into place, please. That plug into that, just like so. Fold this out, fold that down. Do the same on the other side. Same on the other side. Plug the tank bit down, and there you have a tank. A solid little tank that rolls pretty decent. That is not a nice sound though. Now I'm going to address this part, the kibble, I suppose, which, yeah, I'm going to have to agree with the general masses here. It's not very pleasing to look at. Like, if you ignore it, it kind of just fades away and you kind of stop looking at it. But it's there and it's pretty prominent. What's annoying is you can see Blitzwing's dome just right there. Not really hidden very well at all. It's bright yellow too, so you're going to notice it pretty often from almost any angle. With that aside, this is a pretty decent tank, I'd say. Nice Decepticon insignia right here. Again, roll with funky noise. The tank turns all the way around and kibbles up and down. So, I mean, yeah, it's a tank. Pretty solid tank aside from that, but I like it. I find this tank to be the better of the two alt modes. But yeah, now to start with the jet transformation, you're going to fold all this back, undo it all, like so. Just unclip the backpack assembly. Then you're going to want to unclip the legs, move that out of the way, unfurl the wings, like so. hang on a minute. There we go. And snap the legs right back together. I wish there was a kind of tab right. I wish there was a tab up here. All right, let me bring this back up. There we go. Yeah, that works. Then you're gonna untab the arms, bring them down. There was a tab on the waists right here, where that'll go. Just like so. It doesn't really make any sounds, you just kind of gotta push. Oh, not the best feeling in the world, that, but whatever. I feel like this transformation's a bit clunkier, and the tank doesn't feel as refined. Which, I mean, yeah, it's a jet. It also turned into a tank, but whatever. You're gonna wanna unclip this bottom piece. And bring out the nose cone. And if this is how it had to end, I would genuinely be pretty happy with this jet. It's solid, has no real kibble on it, and it looks good. I'm gonna fold this piece out too. I mean, the arms are there, but that's the least word. That's the not a bad offender at all. Like, I've seen way worse on jet formers. Can you stay tabbed in, please? Thank you. But alas, you still have to tab in the kibble. Just like earlier. And then you get this. The least aerodynamic jet I have ever seen in my life. Like, this isn't good at all. This is just bad. Like, I know that the tank had the funny little kibble coming out of it, but it's like, this is awful. Just some really bad kibble. Just hanging off the jet. Which, like, if it's not there, it's like, it's a pretty perfect jet, I would say. Like, if none of this kibble was here, this is a pretty dang solid jet. Like, the arms aren't really that bad. And yeah, it looks a little funky from the underside, but this is a solid jet. I mean, here's his face too, but you probably just turn that around. It's just, this is a bit upsetting since I really do like my jet modes. Oh well. So I suppose it's time for the final thoughts. And my final thoughts are, I do like this guy. In the end, even with the funny thing in the tank mode, even with the pretty atrocious kibble on the jet, even with it all, I still find this guy to be very, very fun to just mess with. Like, this is just one of my favorite guys to handle, because I should have mentioned this back in robot mode, but he does have a nice feel to him, you know, kind of like how the Earthrise Starscream feels. Got some really nice, like, hand candy going on. But yeah, I'd say he's solid. Yeah, the accessories are a bit whack, but it could be worse. And other than that, I don't got too much else to say. Pose is pretty alright. Got two pretty darn good transformations. Well, the conversion into tank mode I think is good. He's got solid posing, a solid transformation, and an alright transformation. Two pretty good modes in my opinion. Well, one great mode, one pretty good mode, and one alright mode. Which, I mean, hey, it's pretty good for a triple changer. I don't own Astro Train. Here's hoping for Age of the Primes Octane. But yeah, that's my look at Legacy United. No, not United. Evolution? I think it's just Legacy. Yeah, this is just Legacy. This is my look at Legacy Blitzwing. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe if you're not already, do whatever it is that needs to be done, and join my Discord server. Yeah. Anyways, bye-bye.